Good morning. Good morning, y'all. I want to play music on chat. Good morning. The Write Down, 7 months of subbing. Quixotic Fox, 9 months. 9 months in a row, 10 months of subbing. Bork and Bork, 22 months of subbing. Thank y'all. How are we doing this morning? We doing good? We doing good this morning? Pin fam. We doing good? Good. Good. Whew. Let's go, Brad Spoke Grips. We're getting closer to an actual date on that. So this Friday is going to be Axle Barrel colors. If Tess is here, we don't have purple yet. But we have orange, cyan, some other things I can't think of right now. If we're a pin fam, can I be the weird uncle? Absolutely. Laura is the best name. Let's go. How is the vac? It's untouched since last week. That's the story of my life, Bruce. If you want to know how things are going, I have literally no plans for this stream today. That's how things are going. Full size Axle Barrel colors. Yes, some full size and some shorts. So yeah, things are going. I don't even know. My lips are chapped. I know that. It's bugging me. Yeah. Let me see if I have the color. Let me see if I have the color list here real quick in my text, because I can't retain I can't retain that information. It's in my head. I don't have it on here. I thought I did. It's gonna be some colors we've done before. Josh 905, 7 months of subbing. So I guess if I didn't hear from you, I didn't win anything. That is factually correct. So let's talk about this real quick. Whoa. Puzzler in the West. 5 months. Whoa, tier 1 for 5 months in advance. Thank you, Puzzler in the West, and thank you for the follow, and thank you for the sub. And thank you for being awesome. Thanks for being here today. That is super cool. That is super cool. I got my dad a Carolina Pinco for his birthday. Guess what happened to the Yovo nib unit when I went to clean it? RIP. RIP. RIP to your housing. Ink Tails with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you, Ink Tails. What are you talking about with Sam the Red, Nibs.com? Did I miss something? More coffee? What is your t-shirt about, please? As a singer I love named Laura Jane Grace, and she did a concert on my birthday like a month ago, and I bought the t-shirt. I didn't go to the concert. It was in Philadelphia. So she's one of my favorites, and it was my birthday, and it was on my birthday. So it's the concert shirt from Four Seasons Total Landscaping, August 21st, 2021. Oh, you ordered your first Nikaya last night. What did you get? We'll get back to you there to Cocolina in just a second. I'm pulling up the site now. Yeah, you gotta give up those goods. Sam the Red, you gotta give up those goods. Well, I'll bring this up here. Good morning, Toasty Treat. Let's see. All right. Cocolina asked if I didn't get an email, I didn't win anything, did I? And that is true. So the raffle for St. Jude's to raise money for St. Jude's through with Relay FM and St. Jude's, we raised $40,850 through the Pen Addict. Very, very cool. Y'all did an awesome job supporting this and sharing it. And I had all of the raffle prizes, and I emailed everybody. If I didn't enter, does that mean I didn't win anything? True. Yes, Greg. Greg won. Greg won one of the raffle prizes, but everyone has been contacted. I think I've almost heard back from everyone already, too. There ended up being like 23 or 24 prizes we gave away, but we raised a crap ton of money, and as a group for the month, Relay FM, $560,000. It's just like we're so fortunate to be part of an awesome community to be able to do good stuff. Next year, you need to get up to 37 prizes. I see what you're doing there. If I do that, I don't know that I can manage that myself. It was a lot to manage this year, but hey, it's for the kids. I'll do it again anyway. I need to find a more automated way to manage it though. It was very hands-on management, But yeah, totally worth it, right? I mean, look what we did. So, yes, everyone who won has been contacted. Like I mentioned before, we're not going to publicize the names of the people who won the prizes. They didn't sign up to have their name listed. So there you go. Everyone's been contacted. Didn't have a problem reaching out to anyone who won, and we're all in good shape. So yeah, there you go. Aside from that, I do have the Hobonichi A6 Techo Planner up for giveaway today on the blog. We'll give this away by this weekend. So if you want to get a Techo, the A6 with the notebook and the Dreamy Soda cover, that is up on the blog now as of like an hour ago. So y'all check into that if you're interested. And that's it. We are done for today. I really don't have any plans today. So whatever you're willing to talk about, we can go down. We can digress any which way we want. Let's answer Sarah's DM live on stream here. I won't read it out loud. Sarah, yes, it is okay. Good morning, Jesse. Good stream. Thanks, Brad. Thank you. So I'm doing the writings this morning. Just really catching up on things. And trying to wrap my head around next year already, which is problematic. You see the new Lamy ballpoint pen. I saw the new Lamy fountain pen, and I'm not going to talk about it because you can believe we're going to talk about it on the podcast tomorrow. I'm going to save that. But which is the new ballpoint? Let's test some inks. I don't have any of my inks in here. We've tested everything I have in here. But I'll tell you what I'm writing with today. Yeah, I don't know. It starts with an I. Well, I'm not talking about it. Don't share it in the chat. I don't want to hear your commentary on it. I don't want to hear about it, but it's going on the podcast. I'm actually going to make a note because I saw it last night come across my feed. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I'll mail the drill log back this week. Moving has been hell. Oof, you're in the middle of a move. Yeah, I'm in no rush, Toasty Treat. Take your time. I'm not sweating it. So no worries whatsoever. All right. I've used 2 pens today. So I'm writing in my Lamy Zevo ballpoint. Oh, I think I did see this one. Lamy Zevo. I did see this one. Yeah. What the hell? Oh, I don't even have my camera up. That's how today's going. This is my desk cam. It's not plugged in. That's how my day's going. I also can't accept all cookies on here. So this is what just happened. I accepted all cookies and it removed the picture. Handwriting practice string? That's not a bad idea. I did see this one. So it's got this taper in the barrel. I don't know if you can actually see it in chat here. This isn't this. I should do it like this. This isn't a lighting issue. This is a ridge. So they made a rounded triangular, I guess, if you will. So, hey, good morning, Tessa. I already took your name in vain this morning. I already can't remember why. So yeah, I mean, this is cool. I didn't think it was that expensive either. Lamy Zevo is the entry-level model in the Lamy design world. The model represents all the features that make a typical Lamy product in unprecedented form. in unprecedented form. Settle down, Lamy. Settle down, Lamy. It offers tech. Oh, I'm writing this down. We're gonna have y'all need to listen to the podcast tomorrow. It offers technical perfection and an outstanding design with the typical Lamy quality for modern day frequent riders. Its balanced body impresses with its free-running contours and the indistinguishable transition from the triangle into the circle. The externally sprung and elaborately crafted metal clip underlies the high quality of this product. What is this copy? What is this copy? It's not, yeah, this is great. This isn't the pen I have a problem with, or maybe technically have a problem with, but I want to write this down. In unprecedented form. Who writes this stuff? It's not me. Hey, it's Lamy. We made a pen that harkens back to every pen we've ever made in the existence of our company. Thank you. Like, that's what it should say. Like, hey, we're Lamy. Check out this pen that calls every design cue we've ever implemented in the history of our company. And trying to redo it again. And can you do it in black and silver? Yes, please. By the way, it comes in black. I love you, Lamy. Oh my God. I want this look on a CP1. I need to see. Yeah, we don't really have any scale of this pen. They're calling it a. There's the black and light gray. There's Easy Eric, Easy E Degenhart. All right. And yeah, so it's €8, right? It's €8. Why would they design off brand? Because we have this pen. Like, we have this. Like, give me something I don't have. Give me something I don't have that still throws back to Lamy style. There's tons of thunder where you're at right now. There's tons of lightning here. They are being consistent. Well, they're being uninteresting. Like, consistency is uninteresting. This is a perfectly fine pen. The best part about this pen is it's $8. €8. I'm not saying design, I'm not saying don't use your design cues. I'm saying do something that's at least interesting. Do something that makes me say, ooh, look what Lamy did, instead of, ooh, that's a Lamy. Right? I think there's a difference. Unprecedented. Then with the clip, it's reminiscent of the Mont Blanc M. Yeah. It's reminiscent of lots of things, right? That's Lamy's deal. It's reminiscent of lots of things. I'll totally get this. I think it's cool. What was the last interesting thing that Lamy did? I mean, they do some cool stuff. I think the Lamy Tipo is cool. The Tipo and the Pico are two of my favorite designs. The balloon is great. Like, they're not like changing the world with their designs. Like, they're sticking to what they've always done. But like the Tipo and the Pico and the Safari AL Vista, I think, are all kind of their outliers. And look how popular, and those are all really popular, I think. So, it's good. We don't fault Pelican because Pelican's not saying that this design is unprecedented. They literally just said this design is unprecedented. Pelican doesn't say, here's every pen we've ever made for 100 years. Look at this unprecedented design. Lamy does. I just think it's funny. Like, I don't care. Like, stick with it. But, like, don't tell me this is unprecedented. So, I don't know. It's cool. I'll totally get this pen. It'll be a good pen. but it's not it's not unprecedented. It's not the word I would have gone for with this. All right, y'all got me on a roll. What else should we talk about? I literally have no plans today. That's a lot of words for a $10 pen. Yeah, I want to like what refill. Let me put this back up while I do this. So they say it's a ballpoint. But I want to see which actual refill it takes. Lamy M16. So that's the short. The Lamy N16 is the short one, right? Are you serious, Mafia Geek? Yeah, we can talk about custom pins, Bruce. Mafia Geek, are you serious? Yeah, it's $10. €8. This pen's gonna do awesome. I have no problem with this pen. It's just every Lamy pen ever made. All right, y'all give me links to these swipes. I need a link to the swipes. Oh, the M16 is the one with the cut. I mean, with the little doohickey in the front, yeah. So that's the refill that comes with it. Kate, 12 months of subbing. Yeah, we don't. I'm in no rush, Mafia Geek. That's all we have to talk about today. We're doing really good this morning. Thank you, Mafia Geek. Well, I mean, this is what's gonna happen, right? This was the move. This is what I was saying. I don't know, when did I write about it? This weekend? This weekend or last weekend? Hang on, let me sorry, I'm trying to get this the correct size here. So y'all can see. So this is what I was saying. If my hypothesis was, and this isn't new, novel, or smart or interesting, but my hypothesis is if TWSBI sees good feedback and the pen does well, we're going to see colors pretty quick. Like, what did we see with the TWSBI Go? Like, it was cool. Like, we all liked it. Like, it was neat. But universally, the Go didn't, like, really move the needle. Then they dropped the swipe. And it's like, oh, that's actually a pretty good pen. And I think the feedback has even been more, not that the feedback on the Go was negative, but the feedback on the swipe was exceedingly positive. So it's like, all right, we're going to push the button and we're going to start doing colors. China gets them first. Avocado and coral. I think they're both good colors. It's definitely 70s kitchen wallpaper colors, right? Like, definitely. But this is a good pen. I think TWSBI's going to lean into this a lot. That's kind of what I was writing. I don't know. I think it was this weekend. I can't remember if it was this weekend or last weekend when I was commenting on a review about the swipe and just saying, like, this is a good pen. Here's the path that TWSBI's going to follow if they believe that this is going well, which I think that they think that. This is what we get. So these are definitely better colors than the original thing. Yeah, so I said we were going to see either the start of new colors or we're going to see a V2 model coming out soon with maybe some clip feedback. Like, a lot of people have have some questions about the clip. It's a little bit of an odd design, but it's okay. So I would be looking for US colors by the end of the year, if not early 2022. So that's what I'd be in, that are accessible to us, more easily accessible to us. So, or what could happen is they start these in China and then bring these over to the US. I wonder if they will ever iterate again as they did with the 530, 40, 80. I could see that. I don't think they need to change anything unless they want to do something with the clip. And the more I think about it, the less I think they want to do something with the clip. That's just my opinion. The more I think about it, even if, it's the reactions mixed on the clip, I just think the way they would have to change a little bit of how the cap is designed to make a new clip, and then that would kind of change the story of what the pen is. I think this is going to be the pen, and I think we'll have 10 colors by the end of 2022. It's a good pen. It's a good pen. I think it's maximum price though right now, today. That's my one. Thanks, Toasty Treat, for the host. That's the one thing I want to think about with this pen. Like, I think we came in at the peak, right? The Eco had some room to move, and it moved out of the way for the swipe, right? The Eco came in at like 28. Now it's like 32-ish, a little more. It moved up a little bit, and now the swipe came in. I feel like the swipe's not going to be getting up into that $30 range. Then you start running into some questions. I don't know. Why not Mother? All right, let me why not Mother? I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna get back to a couple of other ones that were asked first. Custom pins. Bruce, did you have anything you wanted to ask me? No, I think there was someone else. So there you go. So I'm gonna write this down. Let's use a third pen today. All right, let me go back over here. Do you think Swipe or Safari is a better starter? Am I buying it for you, or am I buying it for someone I don't know? You just think we should talk about them in general? Gotcha. For an absolute new person, the Swipe is 100% a better starter pen. Whew, posture check. Let me get this camera on, which I forgot to do. Clearly forgot to do. I mean, for an absolute noob, the Swipe is a better. I mean, people in the chat are going to say the Preppy's better than both, and I won't disagree with that. But if the question is Swipe or Safari, for someone who really doesn't know, it's the Swipe every time. I just think the grip is a big question mark for new users of fountain pens. All right, let's see what we got here. And you know how much I love the Safari. I will use the Safari is, for me, the Safari is 10 times the pen that the Swipe is. But that's me, right? If you're asking me for somebody else that's just getting into this, I would pick the Swipe. The Twisby takes standard international carts too, right? That is a really good question. Head full of ideas right now. We're having issues with fittings. So technically, yes. Actually, it's questionable. You've seen all these pens before. This is what I'm using today. Vac Iris. I inked these up last week. Got pink ink on my shirt at work just a few minutes before stream started. I could do pink ink on my shirt today. It'd be all right. Safari was my third pen. First was a Pelican M200. Second was a Parker Duofold, so I had strange introduction. That's pretty cool. So that's what we're using today. Because I inked these up and then I didn't write for like 3 days, and it's driving me crazy. So that's what I've been doing this morning, is writing in my Musubi notebook. All right. Is that Twisby almost out of ink? No, it's just so large. When you lay it down flat, it really kind of spreads out. So no, it actually has a ton of ink in it. Prayers are now 30, so they're my choice over these. Yeah, the prayer's in there too. It's so weird how they did the prices on those. I love the prayer. If you can get a prayer with a 1.1 stub nib, that's a really good idea. Am I enjoying the iris? Shockingly, yes. I had calligraphy kit as a kid, which was the Faber-Castell, and I got a Metropolitan about 5 years ago. That's cool. That's cool. Popped in and just saw your shirt when it grabbed. Thanks, Chrissy. Yeah, like I don't know. I decided to go to t-shirt mode today. I've been buying t-shirts. It's still hot here, so you know. Sometimes it's a mood. I'm in a weird mood right now. My alarm didn't go off and now I'm late. Yes, she is wonderful. She is wonderful. She's the best. So go listen to her new EP out, what, Monday? What day is today? Tuesday? Last couple of days. 7 songs, 14 minutes. At War with the Silverfish or something like that. I need to reply to Twisby's customer service and get a new part for Twisby VAC 700. All right, I'm going to go back to Why Not Mother. Question. Are you getting bored with all the fountain pens with swirled resin? This is such a good question because I've actually commented on this before. I am not getting bored with seeing all of these crazy resins come out, right? Like, I mean, I've just bought kind of one myself. What I am is content with what I currently own. And I don't own a lot of those. I mean, compared to the normal person, okay, I own a lot of swirly pens. I like my swirly bright pens. But, and I've told this to Jonathan, and he may be watching right now. It's like, I'm covered on like primary manipulation personally, right? But for someone like him, like people are discovering it, right? There's still a discovery phase to a lot of people going, oh my God, I don't have a primary here, but like this is a diamond cast. It was like people are just figuring this stuff out for the first time. So if I'm going to personally answer your question, like I'm good. Like I don't need any more swirled resins. That's not going to stop me from buying one if I find a great one. I might even sell one or two that I have. So like I'm good, but I'm not bored with them because I want to keep seeing them because I think they're pretty cool. And they're getting people who would normally look at the basic like black and gold fountain pen go, oh, you can get fountain pens that look like this? I'm interested now, right? So I want to keep seeing those types of products, right? So it's kind of like a two-phase answer. Like me, I'm covered. Like I'm good. But as a supporter of the community and wanting to see fountain pens grow, no, I'm not bored with seeing those types of materials. So that's the way I see it. Drum Ghouls just did a collab with FC and Brooks, and it's super pretty. Do you have a link to that, Toasty Treat? I didn't see that one. Ash at Rockstar has some really gorgeous swirly resins. Yeah, like I need to review my Rockstar pen. I was really happy with that. Brooks PM4 is a grail pen I hope to get one day. Yep. Mad Science Pen Company. I don't even know them. So yes, I think I think, is that answer okay? Why not Mother? I feel it's like I have to look at it from myself and I have to look at it from a community perspective. So do you see a color or pattern that's next? Hang on one second. Let me go back. Whoops. I'll come back to that like Nick Champion. Yeah, that's wild. That's a good fit. What I'm trying to say is that's a Drum Ghouls looking pin. Like I think they nailed it, right? Like I think they like really did a good job. That's what I would expect from this type of collaboration. I think it looks great. What model is that? Oh, I'm probably on the page. That's a Model 2, huh? Wow, it looks wider than normal. Man, that's good looking. That's really nice. Why not? Okay, great. So yeah, like I'm done. Like I don't want to say I'm done personally, but like I've got my Stromboli Leonardo. I've got the bestseller, which is the warm primary manipulation, and I probably got a couple other ones. But like, I don't need a tray of that. On the other hand, I think they need to keep making them because it's getting people into figuring this stuff out. I think it's making people take a second look at what we're doing as a community as a whole, and maybe getting their wheels turning a little bit. So there you go. Jonathan does a great job with custom retail reports. Yeah. So do you see a color or pattern that's next? Power Belly, you don't like the Model 2? Hey, can we get a timeout for Power Belly? Can we get a mod Power Belly? Like that's like a 10-minute timeout for not liking the O2. Just kidding. That's my favorite model. So I'm just playing with you. So yeah, very, very cool. I don't know what's next because I've seen some of the experimental stuff that the makers can do. And a lot of it's not viable, right? From a time, money, and functionality perspective. 66 is great. I prefer the Pocket 66, but mine is the O2 and then the P66. The P20 is pretty cool too. Yeah. There's so many good models, right? I even kind of like the 31, which I didn't think I would ever like the 31 being a larger pen, but it's pretty good. Yeah, see, Slumberland Studio brings up a good point. All right, so from Why Not Mother's question, I'm thinking of like acrylics, right? Like are we seeing enough acrylics? But then what Slumberland Studio is saying, and it's kind of what I'm involved in a little bit with Spoke, is getting these metal anodized finishes. Like, I'm not done with those, right? Give me more of the shown, faceted, anodized. Give me more Spoke pens and in more colors. That's kind of cool. Like, I'm seeing that as a different thing than acrylic swirled resins. Orphan Frequently, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. 3D printing might be next. There's companies that have tried. It's not there yet because what's getting 3D printed does not inspire from a materials perspective yet. The designs and the technical aspects of it could be cool. The materials, I don't think are grabbing people yet. Right? Until we can kind of mesh the materials that we're used to, it's going to be difficult for 3D printed pens to like really take off. Nib and housing and feed should be next. I'm surprised we haven't seen another nib maker, but I guess the cost just has to be just enormous. Good morning, Kobathor. I guess the cost just has to be outrageous for someone to come in and make nibs today. Like what? I don't know. I don't even want to think about what would be involved in that. Like, I don't disagree with you, but is there an at scale nib making opportunity for someone out there? I don't know. I mean, you look at Vinyl Records and the opportunities that they had, and that Vinyl Records kind of blew up, and now all of a sudden you can't make vinyl records anymore because there's no materials and there's no facilities to manufacture those things. And if you're a band, you want a vinyl record made for your release this month, you can get it middle of next year. right? Like, would we be in the same type of situation? I don't know. Got a 3D printed pen. It's great, but one color and the material is only okay. Good pen, really nice, but I don't see it going to the next level. Yeah, like that's the challenge, I think. Oh, Kate saying I don't like how 3D printed things feel. Yeah, like that, the type of material. They still only have 2 presses for the records. Yeah. Nibs Birmingham, Nibs housing a feeder, not Yovo or Bach or Schmidt. Yeah, but they're still mass manufactured in an Asian manufacturing facility, right? They're not manufactured like in-house locally, right? Or unless I'm mistaken. I still think they're mass manufactured products. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, they contract out of Germany and are not allowed to disclose. Yeah. Like it's the same. So they may not be those brands, but they're still mass produced. Like, can someone start up that type of production these days? I mean, and they could still be Bach or Yovo, just like Kaweco. Right? Kaweco has Bach and Yovo make their parts. I mean, they're neither brand, right? They're not Bach or Yovo, but those are the facilities that are making the product, right? So, who knows? That's what I'm saying. It's hard for someone small to come into the nib manufacturing game. I just don't see that that's ever going to be a possibility. You really have to work with these larger facilities. Like the economies of scale for nibs has to be madness. Like I'm surprised that nibs are still as cheap as they are, to be honest, these steel nibs that we get. Because the economy of scales just have to be crazy. Doesn't Narwhal make their own and Pen BBS? Yes. I mean, are they making them in-house? Maybe. I think Narwhal might be. I don't know. But we're still, like, that's a company with, like, large manufacturing facilities that I think do other things, right? But what could a custom nib offer over a stock Yovo or a Bach? Yeah, I agree completely, Bork and Bork. Like, what are we missing? Also, the issue with nib design is also the feet and collar. There's so much. Could you imagine being a nib mat? Could you imagine, like, waking up today and say, I want to make nibs? That would be impossible. It would be crazy. Right, could you even imagine? It's not casual. A better housing? What, I don't know what you mean by better housing. Like, what's going to make our pens better? Yeah, Ian's tried to make his own nibs. But that's a scary prospect. Oh, just not cracking housings? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think that's like someone's not going to start a company saying, "Hey, we make housings that don't crack," right? They want to make a company that says, "Hey, our nibs are innovative in this way." Right? No one wants their nib housings to crack. But that's not why you start a nib company. Like, I just can't imagine. Can y'all imagine? Whew. Unprecedented nibs. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to write that down. Unprecedented Lamy design. Unprecedented. Pin BBS definitely makes their own. They show pictures of them in sheets. Nice. Yeah, they've been doing a good job. The Pin BBS ones that we've been reviewing have been good. Brad, can we see some of your custom pins? I'd have to go grab them. I think we could do that like this week. Trying to think. Yeah, they're in the other room. I don't have them in here, but yeah, I can do that sometime. No, I don't want to grab them now. I don't think I'm gonna be too long today. Part of the desire to innovate in the nib area is because the vintage nibs are so varied and interesting. Schaefer and modern nibs are really innovative, and that isn't happening now. I agree completely with what you're saying, Nate Champion. Thursday, yeah, we could do that. Let's do that Thursday. We'll figure it out. Brooks, a new nib company would have to be as good as any Japanese nib, but be comparable in price to Yovo or Bach, and it's not going to happen. Yep, agree. It's just not going to happen. Like, any company that would start to make nibs today, I don't know what their reason for existing would be. Like, what would be their, we're going to make our nib better than what these companies are already doing. I don't know that there is a better than what these companies are doing, right? Have we ever seen that? Galantium, we've seen all the old Esterbrook processors with a million options. Yeah, back then you had a million nib options because you had a lot fewer pin choices. Now we have a million pin choices and fewer nib options. So the million nib options, I think, would be a hard justification for any company unless they're charging like super premiums that would come in under what I could do with a stock Yovo nib and Mark Bacchus's work, right? So if I'm willing to commit $50 to a nib, which I gladly would for a specialty nib, that's what the nib meisters are doing right now. Right. And they would never be able to sell enough accountant nibs and manifold nibs to like justify like carrying stock of that. They could just do like the one-off stuff. So we need more butter softly nibs. We kind of have that with Flexible Nib Factory. Buy the ebonite feed and collar, and suddenly your spoke pin has an OMOS triple broad. Yeah, like Flexible Nib Factory is like, they like trying to like allow the most customization, but like just the scale is tough. I think the only market would be if you made custom pins and more elaborate pins that are more of a luxury piece. Yeah, I agree, Sam. And then you're looking in smaller business. So like in my lifetime, I don't see like some Yovo or Bach competitor that's gonna like knock all of our socks off and make us not use that type of stuff. Look what Ralph was making. He was making innovative nibs. Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying there's not innovation in the nib space. I'm saying there's not going to be a large scale nib manufacturer. I think there is innovation in the nib space, but it's all custom, just like pin makers. You know, there's Jonathan Brooks of the nib world, right? Those things exist, but like there's no new Yovo coming out, right? Toma makes nibs, but they aren't doing special nibs anymore. Yeah, Toma makes sense, and because they're charging $2,000 for a pin, they can cut a gold nib out of a sheet and allocate for that pricing in there. So unless Sailor or Platinum start selling nibs separate from pins. Have they ever? I wonder if they've ever done that in the history of like the Japanese market. Could you ever just go into a shop and buy another Pilot pin? You would think they would. Like in Japan, like in the 70s, wouldn't you think you could buy like a replacement Pilot nib? You know, like in the pre-internet days. Toma nibs are special on their own. It's really different. Yeah, watching some of those videos, it's really crazy. Like, yeah, that's almost like, that's just like a complete artisan category. Right. You think Anderson sold the big ones, like the custom, like, I don't know what they're called, like the Naginata Togis and the Cross Concords and all those, the specialty nibs. But do they sell like a medium? Could I go in and get a medium Sailor nib? Was that a possibility? You would think it would be, right? Look for the October issue of Pen World featuring Brooks. Which pen is in there, Brooks? They might have had some loose ones from pins that they found in markets or something. Yeah, like if they find some bulk and the pin's damaged beyond repair, have some nibs to manage that. Speaking of Sailor, I have something from Sailor to give away today that I found in the closet of Doom this morning. Not a pin. We'll see what it is together. I think I know what it is. What I really want is Pilot Elite in the rainbow colors they had in the 60s and 70s. I would love that. I would love that. Yeah, I just don't know that. I don't know. Nibs are tough. I think you can do an exchange for Sailor Pilot nibs. So probably like the maintenance. Anyone who has like a Sailor account could probably have like a maintenance stock, maybe. I don't know. It's an article all about primary manipulation. Nice. Who wrote the article? I think I'm still on a Pin World subscription. Barry? Okay, cool. Barry's awesome. I think I'm still on a Pin World subscription from Wancher Pins. Didn't we get a Pin World subscription with one of those Wancher things? I think Barry did the... Did Barry do the knock interview all those years ago? Maybe. Crazy. You think we did? O4A, I have a funny story. If I remember to email you, I need to, like what we talked about over email. Actually, I have a funny follow-up to that. If I was thinking about you the other day. Barry will do a good job. He's been very good in encouraging on the small maker stuff. So Barry is unique in the fact that he is an older gentleman, entrenched in the ways, who has accepted the fact that these young people aren't going away and embraced it. Like, he could not be nicer or more interested in, like, what are these people doing that hasn't been done before, and why is it working? And, like, he's inquisitive that way, and I appreciate that he's been able to do that. You know, he could be Barry's right in there with the fishing vest mafia, but he gets it. He's good. Any update on the spoke colors? We're gonna hopefully launch axle barrels. Friday is the working plan for axle color barrels. Then we're gonna move into grips and barrel inserts either 1 or 2 weeks after this week. So we're looking at like a week for axle parts and then 2 to 3 weeks for grips and inserts, and then also icon barrel colors, new icon barrel colors. Then we'll get back into spoke pins and roadies a month or two down the line. That's what it was, Tessa. We have orange and cyan and everything but purple. So that's what I was saying earlier. I said Tessa was going to be mad. You'll have to go back and watch the beginning of the video. I just went through my currently ink and I have 18 to clean. Is your spoke partner recovering well? It has gone worse than anticipated. It has gone worse than anticipated. It's a tooth thing, and like I've had like full like hardware from like a cracked tooth and like in there, and it's just a constant pain in the butt type of situation. So yeah, it's not going great, Bork and Bork. Thank you for asking. So we're running a little bit behind from teeth annoyances, and I have been there, and it is not fun. So yeah. So Brian's great, but you know that stuff is, if you've ever gone through it, it's more of an annoyance than anything. So, and there you go. You need to clean a pin, just one. We can ban Kobathor too while we're at it, if we're banning people. It's hard for me to read the article. I can't see myself in the light he shines. Well, you should. You deserve it. You should see it. 'Cause it's true. It's all true. So yeah. Let's give away that sailor thing I was thinking about, and then if there's anything else y'all want to talk about, let me know. I intentionally plan not to go long today. I've been really busy because I took this weekend off. And that doesn't usually happen. And I'm working on a plan. Maybe we can talk about this more this week and the following week. I'm working on changing some things for 2022 and how I work for the better. For the better for me, for the better for y'all, for better for the Pen Addict and all that stuff. So maybe we'll talk about that. I don't want to give a firm schedule on that. Is it to do less work? It's to do less work. Yeah, I think that's fair. To do it better, to do less work better. So yeah, we'll talk. There'll be a lot to talk about over the month of October. Yeah, more focused work. Like, oh yeah, Twitch isn't going anywhere. Brad, who came up with the name Pen Addict? Me, back in the day. This just in, Brad's outsourcing. I don't know what I'd outsource. I'm gonna outsource this stream. Yeah, I have. There's some adjustments that need to be made, and I've been working on them behind the scenes for, I don't know, a month or so, and yeah, I don't know. I got a lot to think about. But in a positive way, right? Not in like a negative way, but in a positive way, right? So that's the way I'm thinking about it, because I love what I do, and I want to do it more, and I'm leaving a lot on the table, and I want to figure out how to get there, right? I think I can do more, but you can't do that without doing less first. That sounds like BS, but that's the plan. So there's some adjustments coming. Hi, I'm Brud Howdy. Drad Browdy. I'm Led I'm Led Tasso. You know, I was thinking about the semi-new world of content creators and how taxing it must be. I think initially everyone thought, what an easy job. And if you really break it down, it all seems like more work than a traditional 8 to 5. I don't know. I don't know how much time we have for me to answer that question. There's a lot of ways to break that down. We'll talk about it more. So, like, I really like what I do. I think I'm good at it, and I want to do more. I can't do that until I fix some other things that aren't going great, right? So that's where I'm at right now. Keep yourself sane? Yes. Ooh, deep fake stream. Nice. Actually, Mike's just gonna... me and Mike are gonna be at each other's stream. We'll just deep fake each other. Brad is what with Mike a Apple? I don't know what you mean. Dad Browdy. Probably Dad Browdy. It's easier to say. Mike, what's with Mike and Apple? I don't know what you mean. I mean, Mike's always been an Apple like blogger, technology person. So, I mean, that's how Mike. That's what Mike was a tech guy long before he was a pen guy. So, that's his main beat, if you will. All right. So I have this thing from Sailor. I think I know what it is. Put some pins on a spin display. Who got you into pins? Probably my grandfather. When I was growing up, my grandfather was an artist, but like not as a vocation. Like he was an oil man and had an art studio at his house because he liked art. So I was surrounded by, and I stayed with them all summer, like when my parents are working. I think this is a Sailor pen case. So like I got to get into my grandfather's art supplies, and then it just escalated from there. So that's mostly how it happened. There's a very interesting crossover between tech folks and pen folks, and it never ceases to amaze me. New iPhone takes some nice nib pics. I think mine comes today. So, like, that's part of the deal. Like, I want to do a lot more sharing and social and community stuff. So, all right. I think this is a Sailor pen case, like a little pen wrap, but let's see. Yeah, boy, it's orange. I don't forget where I got this. I've had this a long time. I think it was upside down there. It'd be cool if there was a pin in it, wouldn't there? So I'm not sure totally what's happening here. So this is your pin case section here, right? With the little divider, the divider only goes like a quarter of the way down. Power belly, that's where we're getting to. Anyone? I don't have an answer. Anyone? So these are stitched in horizontally. Do we know? And this is just a pocket here, and then there's no back pockets here. Cartridges. I'd buy cartridges. And then maybe like a small paper here somehow. Yeah, it got to be for carts. It is not deep. Like I don't think I could get this barrel into here. And it's got to be like one cartridge, right? Like I don't think, like there is no space in here whatsoever. Like you cannot get into these things. So it's going to be tight, whatever it is. So I was cleaning up. Well, not cleaning up. I was looking for something that I lost. Still don't have those pins that I lost. Yeah, we know it's not for extra nibs. And so yeah, it's just kind of so this part, useful. You will like this. Pin case, divider, clip them in, cover the clips, be able to shut it. Cool orange. I guess this is leather. I don't know if it's like, I don't know how to like technically tell that it's like super leather or like fake. It feels nice. If anyone can translate any of that, knock yourselves out. Yeah, those pins you lost. It had a divider in there, head full of ideas, but only for the top of the pins. The divider was not full length, so the bottoms of the pin will bang in there. So, all right, that's what we're giving away today. Sailor orange pin case from the Closet of Doom transferred into the Icebox of Happiness. That's how it works today. Drop.com shows cartridges in the product photos. Nice, it actually exists. This is a real thing, huh? Let's see here. Oh, that's it. I wonder where I got this from. That's it right there. Embiggen. Why won't you embiggen? So that's the case. How did y'all find this? I guess it's just sailor pin case. So, sailor pin case is a pretty rare search term. It says leather. Here's another one. All right. Nice. Yeah, that's it. See how tight this is? Like, would you really do that? Honestly. I guess there's so few sailor pin cases that you could just Google it, sailor pin case, and this comes up. I really don't know where I got this from. You can see it on their picture. Check this out. All right, you see the cartridges in, right? They took these pictures. And they took this pictures after the fact. Look how stretched they are. Maybe Pen Chalet sent it? I don't think so. Pen Chalet doesn't usually do like surprise boxes for me. I just talk to them and we do whatever we want to do. I don't get a, hey, do you want to try this? So yeah, those cartridge case. That's probably why this one isn't popular. Those cartridge holders really aren't going to do the trick. This was from January 2017. So yeah, I've had this for a while. All right, let's give it away. That's what it is. Actually, leather and holds pins. There you go. All right, let's give it away. And then we're going to wrap it up today. And I'm going to get ready. I'm going to write the podcast. I'm going to think about getting some things done. Oh, Thunder Viking calling their shot. They want this case. All right. Still on the 0, Thunder Viking? still holding that 0. Let's see if this will change. Tessa, are you saying this was $140? There's no way. I mean, then there's a reason why I have it. Someone probably gave it to me because they couldn't sell it for $140. All right. Anything else we need to chat about today, gang? Wow, okay. There you have it. Yeah. Half that, I'd buy $75, $80 if I had to guess. So that's a pretty big price there. All right. All right. Anything else we need to talk about, chat? I'm game if there's any more topics you want to hit. But really, like, I had no plans today. Tomorrow we'll chat after the podcast. We'll talk more about Lamy, I'm sure. I'm sorry to see that CW Pencil Enterprises is closing. Same here. I need to, you know what, I'm going to write that down. I've been waiting to email Caroline when she wasn't just like crazy busy. I need to add that to the list. Start of preseason hockey? Yeah, I'm covered. I'm good on that one. Almost, it's baseball playoffs time almost. Braves have a huge series. Braves go Kraken. Actually, the Kraken would be fun to watch. The Braves have the Braves season is this week. I cried when I found out about CW. Yeah, I think I might have too. I definitely had a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts about that. Did Mad Science Pen Company get inked? I don't even know what you're talking about. All right, let's pick a winner. Josh, 905. Oh, pen storage. Yeah. You know what we can do, Slumberland Studio? Is when I show the custom pins that I have, they're in my pen storage. So we can do those together. Maybe we'll do that Thursday. For custom pins and storage. To do at the same time. Josh, 905. Nice. Email me. I have 800 million emails that I need to answer and products to ship. This might be like a week or so before I ship it. So just hang in there, Josh, but you will get it. You will get it. All right. See you, Bruce. Enjoy class. If Cub fan Marte is here, I shipped everyone's but his last week. All the prize winners, all the raffle winners from last week, I shipped your stuff, except I forgot Cub fan Marte's ink. Okay, let's see what Evan's got here, and then we'll wrap it up because I'm curious on this myself. You got yours? Man, that was fast. What is happening here? Because he's a Cub fan? Yeah, I held it on purpose. What's happening here? What's here? Firebird. What is here? Do we have pictures somewhere else on here? What are we doing here? Cap threads inside grip. Cap threads inside grip. So the threading is up inside here, if y'all can see that, which is cool. Sunderland Studio does that on the machine pin size, and it's a really neat feature. So we get the cap threading in here. So you have to have an extra kind of like a collar in the cap to slide in there. Little tiny cap is cool, yeah. What are we doing in the barrel, gang? I'm unfamiliar with what we're doing here. Access to the converter lower on the barrels on the model with the ink window. So it's like your capture converter, I'm guessing. Because I see that it's a converter. Like, that's not like an eyedropper type thing. That's just how you open it. Okay. So is there no seam up here? It looks like there's a seam right here. Where's the big picture? It looks like there's a seam here and a seam here, right? There's the hooded ones. That's cool. That's like the Pininfarina style. That's cool. What nibs are they using? Oh, it's just a hooded Yovo nib. That's where the window's epoxied in. Maybe so, Mike. Maybe so. So the only I'm not familiar with mad science, so bear with me as I figure this stuff out on the fly. Here's a better look. So this one's kind of in between all of them. Hooded nib, threads. What is going on with the back of the barrel? You can post the cap. This is some mad science stuff, right? Yeah, this is a weird. This is definitely falls into the mad science. Huh. Interesting. I want to see. Sorry, gang. This is the one you sent me. I want to see this open. I like the hooded design, though. That's at least something different. The hooded with the standard number 6 in there, right? What are the, Mike, with the Franklin Christoph hooded models? They're not that hooded, but they're still number 6, right? Yeah, they're still number 6 nibs. The 20 is still a number 6, right? This just has the angle instead of the flat. $25 is 5. Okay, I'm thinking of the 20 then. Cool. Yeah, interesting. I really want to see this other one. Charm Life, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I want to see the back end of one of these things. None of them are open. All right, cool. That's something I'll look at. Something I'll check out. I have an order placed him with that model. Yeah. I want to know. Like, I'm just curious. Like, what are we doing? And I want to see what the size is like for you. Because even this one, this looks like a smaller model compared to some of those, but still big. Oh, no, it's got the threaded in the back, too. Okay, this is that big one. Okay, cool. We'll check it out. Yeah, how much, if you don't mind, Evan? There's Evan's comment. Okay, so this is the big long model and then the hooded model. Cool. 150. Completely reasonable. Okay. Interesting. Making fancy ink delivery system since 2020. I like it. I like it. All right. We're going to wrap it there, chat. We got anyone to raid today? We're way too early for Mike. Mike, why are you up? You shouldn't even be up right now. Oh, I just broke my screen. Let's see, we got Buy That Bunny. Sorry. Doing mails. Hey, thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate you. I know we didn't really have any plans today, but it was good to just come hang out, I think. All right, let's go see what Buy That Bunny's up to. Writing letters, doing stuffs. I'll be back tomorrow. Podcast is normal tomorrow. 10 o'clock. We'll be on stream about 11:30, 11:45 more likely. Thank you, Miss G's Crafties. You have a great day too. We'll stream Thursday. We'll see if I can get my custom pins out. The more I keep, whenever I say that, I keep thinking about it because I'm thinking I don't really have a lot. Like I do, but I don't. Especially like some current stuff. So we'll check them out. Y'all go say hey to Buy That Bunny. Maybe write a letter while you're watching their stream. All right. Until tomorrow. Thanks, chat. Really appreciate you. Bye.
Sometimes feels like what I make is not really art. Okay. And it's a narrative that I struggle to handle in my head. Oh my god. Welcome Raiders. It was just hi, welcome to the stream. We were just talking art books. Um, Specifically this beautiful art book that I think people who like stationery might actually really enjoy.